Alright, I'm here with another late night review. Well, I'm not sure if you consider it late, considering it's only 8, could have been 12:19, but yeah, whatever, just finished watching the Brock Lesnar Here Comes a Pain DVD, and yeah, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it, and let's get started. Let's get on the cover here. Got Brock Lesnar giving The Rock the F5, World Wrestling Entertainment presents Brock Lesnar Here Comes a Pain. Side, Brock Lesnar Here Comes a Pain, picture of Brock right there. Back here, another picture of Brock and a whole bunch of other pictures of Brock. And I'll read you guys back here. F5, a tornado of devastating destructive power, strong enough to send automobiles airborne, damage, enforce concrete could have I'm sorry about that, structures and lift frame houses from their foundations. Brock Lesnar. The next big thing is a force we reckon with since his arrival in WWE. The Hardy Boys, Rob Van Dam, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Undertaker, Big Show, and Kurt Angle have all been crumbled heaps ringside. And before the end of his rookie year, he became the youngest WWE champion in history. WWE has been rocked by a more powerful, devastating force of nature than Brock Lesnar. 2 hours of duty extras, 6 bonus matches includes Brock's WWE Championship victories over The Rock at SummerSlam 2002 and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19, plus Hell in a Cell vs. Undertaker No Mercy, and 2 features from WWE Confidential. Damn thing. And you got this right there, and you got the chapters. I'll read you everything on here. See if I can get this thing to sit flat. Looks like it's not gonna happen. Chapters you have Growing Up, Debut, Destruction, King Brock, Vengeance, Sends Tommy Dreaming, Brock vs. Rock, Battling the Dead Man, Surviving the Big Show, Wrestling Machines, Road to WrestleMania, Backlash and Stretcher Match, and the extras you have versus Hulk Hogan, SmackDown, 8/8/02, Training for SummerSlam, Confidential, 8/24/02, SummerSlam Experience, Confidential, 9/7/02 versus The Rock, SummerSlam, 8/25/2002, Hell in a Cell vs. Undertaker, No Mercy, 10/20/02, WrestleMania 19 vs. Kurt Angle, 3/30/03, Stretcher Match vs. Big Show, Judgment Day, 5/18/03, and versus Big Show, SmackDown, 6/12/03. Now, this DVD came out, I think it was late 03, I think this came out in. I'm not exactly sure. But, I think they kind of rushed this DVD out. I mean, this basically covers an entire first year. So if you basically want to learn his first year, just pick this up, because they basically talk about everything that happened in his first year in WWE. And, the documentary is only an hour long, which is, that's a good amount of time to explain his first year in WWE. He was only there for 2 years, which is a shame. Which I wish he could have been there longer, but he wanted to move on, and so he left. And yeah, it's whatever. But the documentary, it was pretty good. What it was worth. He was only in it at the first 5 minutes, basically. He wasn't in. He was. Let me rephrase this. He was in it the very first 5 minutes, and then they basically had other people talking. Like Paul Heyman basically talked throughout this DVD. Pat Patterson talked to us. DVD. Michael Hayes. They had different people talk about him throughout this DVD, and he only talked about himself the first 5 minutes, which I thought was a shame, because I really like the documentaries when the guys talk about themselves. Like the Stone Cold one that just came out. I really like that, because you're hearing it from them, not from other people, which I really, really like. Documentary talk about him growing up on a farm. He got into wrestling at the age of 6, and how he was an amateur wrestler he started amateur wrestling at 6 years old, and he was an NCAA champion in college and everything. And then he talked about when he got picked out, or he got signed when they came to his hometown 2002 for SmackDown. And he got introduced to Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon told him when he's ready to come to WWE, and he said that he's ready to entertain people. And he got signed, he went to OVW, trained for a little bit, And then, he started debuting when he would come in the ring and just ambush people. He would do a run-in from the crowd and just attack them, beat the hell out of them. Guys like Hurricane or Kishi, uh, Spike Dudley, he just went in there and destroyed people. And then talked a little bit about his feud with the Hardys. And he took a sick chair shot from the Hardys. I think it's on YouTube. The one he took from Jeff Hardy was just epic. This guy he can sell chair shots. He just takes them like no tomorrow. Great stuff from him. And they talked about that. Then they talked about him and Paul Heyman, how him and Paul Heyman basically had instant chemistry. Heyman said how he would call Lesnar to give him like a few tips, and they ended up talking on the phone for like hours and everything. And then they talked about him going to the King of the Ring, how he defeated Booker T in quarterfinals, I think it was. Either quarters or semifinals, I'm not sure. And then, he went on to defeat Rob Van Dam in the finals to become the King of the Ring. And then they talked about how he had a rematch with RVD at the Vengeance pay-per-view after that. And it was his first loss, but he didn't lose the match. He lost by disqualification, so they really didn't count that at all. So it was like whatever. It was pretty funny because I never realized how Charles Robinson beat up Paul Heyman, because Paul Heyman pulled him out of the ring, and Charles Robinson like jumped Paul Heyman, which I thought was really, really funny. And then after that, he talked about him and Tommy Dreamer for a little bit. How one of their matches, how Dreamer said that he was never manhandled until he had a match against Brock Lesnar like that. Brock Lesnar, this dude's a beast. I'm just saying, he's a beast. And then, they talk about Brock versus Rock. How that's where everyone really started to get behind Brock Lesnar. They really wanted Lesnar to win the title because, The Rock was leaving again. Well, that was his first time, like, officially leaving, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the first time he actually left to go film movies, but whatever, that's when he started really getting over. Then he talks about his feud with The Undertaker, how Undertaker really was his his real serious, like, feud, because he's dealing with Undertaker, and if Undertaker puts you over, then you're going to be somebody. And, talk about that, talk about the match in Unforgiven, how it ended in disqualification, because that match wasn't even like a match, it was just a full-on brawl, and how it led up to their Hell in a Cell match at No Mercy the next month. And how, Taker put over Lesnar. Well, really, that made, like, Lesnar, like, a serious threat after that. And then, they talk about him versus the Big Show, how he believed that he could beat the Big Show, and, he was going to beat the Big Show at Survivor Series. He had the Big Show beat 1, 2, 3, but, Heyman turned on him that show, and, Big Show won the title that night. And then it skips all the way to talking about his feud with Kurt Angle, talking about how he won the Royal Rumble, and, Angle was champion, and how they did the Mania match, and how Kurt Angle was going to have neck surgery right after that. So he was definitely going to drop the title to Lesnar because of surgery. And they talked about how Lesnar screwed up the 450, how he did the 450 splash, and, he missed. I mean, his head went in the Angle's ribs, but we all see how, did I say 450? I meant shooting star press. I just realized I said 450 because I was going to talk about Justin Gabriel for a minute, but we all see how Evan Bourne hits the, what the fuck's it called? I just said it. Shooting star press, how he always hits it. Well, Lesnar did it, but his head went in the Angle's ribs, and, they said that after that match, that could have been a career-threatening injury, because he went face first into the mat, but it was fortunately not. So, he had a concussion after that, of course, but, Lesnar being the big guy that he is, wanted no help, and, yeah, he was fine after that, and, yeah, great stuff. Then he talked about his little short feud he had with John Cena, leading the Backlash 03, which, John Cena basically was feuding with him because Lesnar F5'd him into the post before Mania, the, show off Kurt Angle, and he fucked up John Cena's knee. And they didn't really spend too much time talking about that. And then talking about the stretcher match, how that was the first stretcher match in 17 years, and how Lesnar wanted to put Big Show on the stretcher because he wanted to prove that he can beat Big Show. And he did that, of course. When he used that forklift, because the stretcher kept breaking, so he had to use the forklift to put him across, which was very, very creative. So, yeah, that's basically it, like I said, basically this went over his first year in WWE, and, they have they have 6 matches. They're actually pretty good matches, like the Mania match and the Hell in a Cell match. Those are really, really good matches. The SummerSlam match with Rock's pretty good too. Stretcher match, it's good. And 2 SmackDown matches are like whatever. The only reason why that SmackDown match with Big Show's on there because that's when the ring collapsed, of course. But overall, like I said, this is a good DVD. I enjoyed it for what it was worth. I really hope they come out with another one, like a 3-disc set, actually explaining him, like him talking and hearing from him with his whole career. Talking about his whole career because he had a 2-year career, and this explained year 1 of it. So why not get another DVD explaining the other year? So yeah, that's it for the DVD. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna start watching more DVDs. For any of my subscribers that are indie fans, because I have that whole row on the bottom is indie DVDs, and half of that top row, half of that row right there is indie DVDs as well. So I'm gonna start watching more of those, and probably start reviewing more of those, because I know I have some indie subscribers that want to watch some indie reviews, and I haven't done one in a while, and I mean a while. So gotta start watching some of those again. So yeah, this is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching.